Right, and it's time now for Power Talk. We're speaking to Solomon Angutsatia, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the Kenya National Police DT Sacco. Of course, this is a Sacco that has existed since 1972. And Solomon, good evening. It's good to see you.
Good evening, Sam.
Maybe you can help us start by walking us through the journey of 53 years this year and what we would say are the milestones that we've been able to achieve thus far.
I would say the Sacco has had a very long journey. From 1972, you realize that is quite a time. Of course, largely the membership is drawn from the police, over 95%. But 5% are from without the family members. We allow other people from other corporates, and also even business persons can become members. Of course, when the Sacco began, the membership was 600. By 2009, the membership had grown to 23,000 with an asset base of about between 3 to 4 billion. But currently, the Sacco has grown to 74,000 members and with an asset base of 59 billion. So you realize there was a very big leap from the year 2009. And I think that's the time when I joined. So largely, the journey of the Sacco, from my account, is from 2009. However, I want to appreciate the people who began the Sacco, the likes of Arum in 1972. They did a great job. They handed over the organization to us. So for us, we want to carry it through. But I'll say the Sacco has really, in the inception times, the Sacco really struggled. Of course, you remember these are a financial institution which has supposed to serve the members in terms of financial services. Right. But again, as a financial institution, they face a lot of challenges. One of them being a lack of funding, proper funding, because of savings were not as much, and also the Sacco was negatively capitalized. But over time, we've been able to cure that through the members themselves. And how that happened is because these are member organizations. Right. And largely, it all depends on the members. It's the member to make upon themselves to grow their society. Because as a Sacco, we call it savings and credit. So the members have to choose to save, take that responsibility and obligation. And at the same time, they have to give business to the organization. So that journey really was a bit of difficulties. And again, the issues of technology were a big issue when the Sacco was very manual. And many a times, you know, when you're running a manual organization, you have a lot of hitches in terms of efficiency, in terms of serving members, the turnaround times of providing the services. So that was one of the key challenges the Sacco went through. But currently, as we are talking, I'll say the Sacco is one of the most efficient. The Sacco is one of the biggest brands we have in the market. When you talk about Kenya National Police DT Sacco, is one of the biggest brands we have in this market. Currently, in terms of assets, it ranks number 3 after Mwalimu and Stima Sacco. But in terms of other things, in terms of operational efficiency, in terms of service delivery, in terms of credit management, the Sacco ranks number 1. In fact, last year, we were voted the best managed Sacco in this country. And we've been the best managed Sacco for almost like 4 years in a run, among other things. And you realize the Sacco also has really put a lot of focus on how to be able to serve its members. Right. Make sure they are well served, they are well given services and timely served, so that in whatever needs they have financial, they're able to be.
Maybe we can elaborate further on that, because with a membership of 74,000, and of course the asset base you reference, 59 billion shillings, that's huge. How do you take care of their concerns, and especially even in improving your governance structure in the organization?
Of course, we've been running through a strategy that was sitting on 3 key pillars: governance and leadership, because we realize governance and leadership is a critical component, because everything falls and rises on leadership. If leadership is good, then you find you are able to deliver a good organization. And again, as a members organization, you realize that when you talk about governance, governance is end-to-end. You're talking about the members, how they are taking up their responsibilities. You're looking at how they are bringing forth their leadership in terms of board, and also the board, how they are bringing in people who will be able to serve the members. And again, around decisions, because you realize the supreme body, like we are going to have on 21st February this year, the supreme body, they are supposed to make critical business decisions. So if that is not well harnessed, is not well done, then you find the Sacco will actually get into trouble. But we've really invested a lot also in education and training to members, just to make them aware that this Sacco is theirs.
Okay.
And how far the Sacco will go is their responsibility, because that is a critical area. Yeah.
Talk to us about your place in the corporate social responsibility that you'd say that you're being associated with thus far.
Of course, when you talk about corporate social responsibility, I'll say one of the core principles of cooperatives is concern for community. You can't actually be a real cooperative if you have nothing to show up around what you do within the space and you operate. So as Police Sacco, we have several initiatives we've been able to put across that supports largely the police membership community. We have a program that supports children on education scholarship program. And this one we target children who are born by members who are no longer there. Maybe your father or mother is passed on and they gave birth to a child who is very bright. The Sacco will take over. Of course, we have a minimum and threshold where the child must go, right. And so far we've been able to educate and take them through about 300 students, and to us that's a very big program, because we've seen us being able to produce engineers, doctors, and all. And to us is a very big part of activity that we do. So that like even Solomon, I have children who are still going through school. I have no reason to doubt that my children will not go to school even if I'm not there. So that's the assurance we give to members, apart from other activities we do. So, and again, we also have the police schools complex, that is at Utumishi. We have the Boys Academy, Utumishi Boys Academy. We also have the Utumishi Girls Academy, where we actually have various initiatives, like if I can give an example of the Utumishi Girls Academy, where we did classrooms, and we also did a computer lab, a modern computer lab, because we realized computer or IT has become a core of what we need to have for us to be able to function in life. And then again, the primary schools also had a problem, because they did not have even a dining hall where the children could eat, or even when it's raining, the children will be eating outside. So we also came in and also did a project for them. Okay. We have also done a stadium. I think if you are passing across the expressway, you will see a stadium called Police Sacco Stadium. That belongs to the police football team. And also it was also an initiative out of a request from the IG's office that how can the Sacco be able to help, because they were renting Kasarani, it was very expensive, so they didn't really have money to invest in the players. Right. So the Sacco came in to be able to do that. So what we are saying is we have an obligation as a cooperative to figure out how best can we make our members and our communities be better. Yeah.
You've spoken of a big day, 21st of February 2025, that you're launching your strategic plan for 2025-2029, and you've been in existence for 53 years. I don't know, how will this define the journey of the Sacco for the next 50?
Of course, as a Sacco, we are a corporate that has a going concern. Even after us we have left, we need to deliver a good product. And one of the things we have to be careful about is how then do we go through the journey. And one of the tools that you need to put in place is what we call a strategic plan. So that you know how in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, how do you intend to walk the journey. So for us, in the strategic plan we are going to launch on 21st February 2025, it has 3 key pillars. One of the key pillars is member centricity. We are looking at how do we give to the members the best experience. What technologies do we need to put in place so that members can have the best service delivery, can have the efficiency, can actually use the technology that are available now to be able to be served. Because we have realized in 21st century, technology drives a lot of business. People are now going into AI, people are going into the space just to see. And that's largely what we are looking at, to give the member that best experience. And look around in terms of products. What is it that will be able to turn around their lives, change them, and make them feel this Sacco is working for them.
Right. And you're speaking about members. I would imagine that you want to grow, because you're saying that 95% of your membership is from the police service.
Yes, yes.
So what is it that you're doing? The innovations or the technologies that you're deploying to ensure that you're also able to expand to the bigger scope of the population?
Of course, apart from technology, again, in our bylaws, we reviewed our common bond to accept our families, to accept also other people from other sectors. So largely, Police Sacco, Kenya National Police DT Sacco is not just a police Sacco. Anybody, including you, Sam, if you have no place to put your money, then the Sacco will be able to do. So basically, that's how we are looking at it. And we want to go outside there. We are looking at the youth, the bigger population of the youth. Like now, this country, we are saying we have about 60 million people. How many of those 60 million people are members of the Sacco? It's about 10 to 12 million. Then we are asking, where are the 38 million? That is our focus. So that if all these people will come into the Sacco and build the saving culture, because one of the basic ingredient of wealth attainment of wealth is saving. If you can save a shilling and another shilling, that is actually, you are creating a journey towards wealth creation.
Right.
You'll be creating more millionaires or more people that are running away from poverty.
Sure.
So that is going to be one of the major targets. Another target, we are targeting what I'll call growth and sustainability.
Right.
We need to grow in terms of assets. We need to grow in terms of the people. So we need sustainability. How do we grow? Right. Financial sustainability, because as a financial institution, we cannot talk of money that we don't have. So we need to build that up. We need to grow savings. We need to educate members to bring in more savings. And one of the things why I'm talking about that is because SACCOs gives people that opportunity.
All right.
It's only a place within the financial sector that gives people the opportunity, disciplined saving culture that will see your money grow and see your money work for you and such kind of things.
Solomon Angotsa, Chief Executive Officer of the Kenya National Police DT Sacco, thank you so much for your time. And that's a part talk for this week.